Here's the Edmonton Oilers penalty they received for 2 minutes on the ice while on the power play. Of course, it took them off the power play. And a lot of people are saying, well, they were close enough, and the oncoming player didn't touch the puck until the player going off the ice was already on the bench. And that's true, but I just don't think people appreciate the measurements of the ice. But does any of that matter? What should we really be looking for when we're talking about this penalty? Here's the rule. Player may be changed at any time during the play from the player's bench, provided the player or players leaving the ice shall be within 5 feet of the player's bench and out of the play before the change is made. 5 feet. Well, here's standard rink dimensions. A standard NHL rink is 85 feet wide, and the distance from center ice to the center of one of the face-off dots outside the blue line is 22 feet. 22 feet times 2 is 44 feet, which means the space between the dots is 44 feet. 85 feet minus that 44 feet is 41 feet. Divide that by 2 and we have a distance from the center of the face-off dot to the boards of 20 and a half feet. That's 4 times. That's over 4 times the allowable distance you can be from the bench while making a line change. And in fact, you see this little wee line, 5 feet long, measuring the distance between the face-off dot and the blue line? Look how small that is. That is the actual legal distance you're allowed to be from the bench. So if you look at this change, the Oilers player now has just come on the ice, and the player going off is well past the dot. That player is probably not just 20 and a half feet, but 22 or 23 feet from the boards. That's way more than 4 times the legal distance for a line change. By the time that player gets to where they're supposed to be, roughly about there, look how far out that Oilers player is and involved in the play he is. Let's just remove him as best we can here. And doesn't that play look a little bit different now with that point vacated? Imagine if the player coming on the ice was that linesman, because that's where he should be right now. That play looks a lot different. He can't just casually come in here and get set up to tee up a slap shot. You can argue all day long about how this happens all the time, but that just means people are lucky. It doesn't mean that the Oilers should have got away with this.